We finished off with one French Canadian coming to a loss, and now we're looking at LiViD, the other second to the top best French Canadian teams. I don't know if I would say, I think LiVid's number one. I would give LiVid the number one French Canadian team right now available in Canada, at least during rankings. And they're up against Swole Patrol. It's a reformed roster, Vu. We don't really know what to expect. We don't even know what players they're using right now with what roster, but it's already in the game. So let's just jump straight into that. No breaks, straight action, back to back.
Yeah, I would give LiVid the French Canadian award for the best French Canadian teams, and we haven't really had a top French Canadian team since Dynamic, since the Source days. I don't think there's been any real strong French Canadian teams, and LiVid hoping to change that one up.
Okay, what is this lineup? Are you kidding me? Wrath, Odorous, Caboose, Neptune, and Swag. They literally said, give me all the young guns and give them swag.
Yeah, that is something. And into this one, there's something going on here as well. LiVid looking to find their first round. Swole Patrol had a nice start to the game here for themselves, but this B bomb site is a little bit tough to take. Wrath and Odorous here trying to make the clutch happen, and LiVid thinking they have to win this one off of some strategy. As Swole Patrol, they should not be the more practiced of the two teams. So perhaps LiVid, you know, the name brand power for LiVid is a little bit lacking compared to Swole Patrol, but they've been together for quite a while. They did win Advanced. They should have a real chance here to take down the slightly less experienced roster of Swole Patrol if they can neutralize the gun power, rather.
Yeah, you also have to keep in mind that GMD was in the Pro League not really that long ago, and he's also really young as well, so can't really discount GMD on the LiVid roster. Wrath finds an unsuspecting Cred. It's Effie's now to recover the round, but he's going to get destroyed by Wrath God himself. And it's down to Win. The 1 versus 2. He's really far away from this B site, and he has no kit, Vu. This is looking like a potential 4-0 here for Swole.
Yeah, that was the answer back from Swole Patrol. Wrath, he hid there on Van, and Quinn had to play it honest. He had to rotate back over to the A side, assume that Swole Patrol could make it all the way back, do the yellow brick road rotate over, and that gave Wrath room to work with, and he found a couple nice shots there. I mean, that is exactly what I was expecting out of Swole Patrol. Some nice aim to take down the frags, and Wrath did it. Pretty slick aim there to find those shots as well. Only needed 4 or 5 bullets to take down 2 players and blow the round wide open. And although Win is able to take down Odorous at the end of the day, what just happened to that op? Did it go through the wall?
It just disappeared.
Oh boy.
Win is so mad. Okay, I was complaining about this literally 2 days ago. If the bomb is not, if there's no walls between the weapon and the bomb, it should blow. But if there's a wall between the bomb and the weapon, it should not be affected by the blow explosion. It doesn't make any sense.
Is that actually what happens? Is that a consistent thing?
Yeah, it can blow weapons away that are behind walls. Here we go. Fast play for Swole Patrol. They're not skipping a single B. Effie's found. Not quite able to find his crosser in the right spot. Swag. Paper clips with a Mac 10, but a second shot to the face onto GMZ, leaving only Win and Incred. And Incred.
That's all she wrote into this round. Swole Patrol making their way quickly onto the B bomb site. Basically, neutralizing any idea of tactics from LiVid. They're thinking, you know, can we throw some mid aggression? Maybe we get something together on the A side. And Swole Patrol says, no, I think we're just going to rush B over and over and over. And, you know, eventually you'll be able to win the gunfights, or maybe you won't, and we'll 16-0. And for the time being, 5-0 is about to be the scoreline. As down goes Incred, and this is the answer back they need right now. I think they absolutely need to swing this one back in their favor before things get too out of hand.
Okay, here we go. Attempt number 2. Or attempt number 6, I should say. Double op setup available. Win Incred. I think this is it. I think this is the round. They have double op setup. They have full utility. They have the kits. Their numbers are not quite allocated in the right spot just yet, but soon they'll realize there's heavy player presence here for Swole Patrol that are trying to transition quickly to the A site.
Cred needs to draw attention. He's got GMD pushed up in Palace here. He has to find an entry or two, draw the attention of Swole Patrol for this play to come out from GMD. If he is to go down too quickly, Swole Patrol can swarm on the bomb site and realize the situation they're in. However, Swole Patrol actually taking some time They're not going out too quickly. And this play from GMD, he's going to be flanking mid, though. He's going all the way away from where he needs to be defending.
Odorous waiting for that peek from top of the ticket booth. Kill. He's just holding the flank. Now the vent's not open, so there's really no flank potential without at least some sort of audible. GMD's on the flank top middle. He could potentially find a rotator here. But it's going to be Odorous to find Effie's on Cat. Now Incred needs to respond back. He's on ticket booth and he's a ticket master. And Odorous has no ticket, Vu.
That is beautiful from Incred. And the team is able to combine together to close it down. That was very awkward. Swole Patrol had every opportunity into that bomb site. The flank, if you had flanked around ramp, that should have been all she wrote into that round. But instead, GMD went for the long flank, assuming nobody was ramp. And that one got very, very awkward. Even Incred missed that shot there. We may have seen Swole Patrol finding their 6th. Instead, the double up play does net an advantage for LiViD as they strike, finally get themselves onto the board. They need to string a few together, as still Swole Patrol will be able to go for the buy here and into the following round. If they get a bomb plant, they'll be able to go for a pretty comfortable buy as well.
Swag looked up towards Cat, up close and personal. Now the hits coming in for Swole Patrol on the A site. There's Molotovs, floats, flashes everywhere. GMD from underneath finds one with the spray, finds a second as well.
GMD perfect hold, but still not out of the woods yet. As up through Palace, we have Caboose looking for something, looking to pick a head off. GMD's the one to do it, and GMD gonna attack a 4th. GMD with the brilliant hold on the A bomb site. Last time around, he left it up to his teammates. This time around, he takes it into his own hands, and LiViD are able to pick up their 2nd, and that puts them well and securely into this game. And this is an uncomfortable spot for Swole Patrol. They got a couple players that can't buy and a couple players with more than enough, and they will go for the force, but this is LiViD. They may well bring it nearly to tie game before anything happens again, before guns are in the hands of Swole Patrol once more.
Definitely. Now Incred, he's in triple. He has the op. There's really only 2 flashes available here for Swole Patrol. If they're not effective enough to push this opera off the angle, they're going to lose severe casualties here to Incred. And the only thing that worries me for LiViD, Vu, is that... No, never mind. GMD's making his way back in. I was going to say, Incred's pretty isolated on that A site with no support. But now Mikhail's coming over here as well.
The timing for LiViD is working out perfectly. And as they make their way into the bomb site, you've got Mikhail here with the Krieg in hand. Going to be able to find one, but the trades. Wrath finds one, Caboose with one as well. And that's the A bomb site into control of Swole Patrol. And they pick up guns as well. That being said, look at the health bars. This is... Can you even call it a man advantage?
I don't know. It's a man up for sure, but the health points don't really add up. Now, utility is available here for LiViD. It's not going to be a problem. Firebox to be cleared up. Palace smoke. Elder's going to take things into his own hand and peek early with the op, eliminating GMD, making this far more manageable now. And when Effie's will fall back, and that is a round for Swole Patrol. The force buy is successful, Vu.
Yeah, it's almost like the timing hurt LiViD. They had the perfect timing to get over to the A bomb site before the execute came through, but it almost caught them as they were rotating in at the same moment as Swole Patrol came out, and they were kind of caught off guard trying to support each other in a little bit overextended positions, and the shots from Swole Patrol rang supreme. And excuse me, they ring supreme in that round entirely as they take down the round that really, that was LiViD's chance to start stringing these together and bring it to near tie game. Instead, Swole Patrol bring the lead back to 4, and they're going to run it back again, it looks like. All 5 players over on the A side here, they're looking to execute onto the weak A bomb site, and again, only Incred is here to hold on. And no utility this time.
Yeah, it's going to be much tougher this time. There's so little support available here for Incred. It's going to be incredibly awkward, no pun intended. If he finds an opening frag, that could definitely be the key, but now the smoke's bloomed, the flashbangs are raining in, and it's become much harder here for LiViD, at least for now. Caboose is taking some damage at least, though, so at least something is flowing in their way. Incred attempting to spot feet, but doesn't catch the hands yet.
At the very least, they have a little bit of utility go for this retake, but still, 5v5 on the retake, a little bit awkward. This is a matter of question how practiced LiViD are. You have a lot of practice on the retakes, you can make it happen, but not if Odorous is just going to pick you apart like that. Down goes the op, and now it's a man disadvantage on the retake, and you've got the flank coming through from Swag as well. They need to get this retake on immediately. Any delay, and Swag is just going to shut this down. Retake will come through just in time, but can they land the shots as they go the way of Swole Patrol and only win last man standing into the 1v2. Swag has let his position be known and no time to work with either. He was able to find himself some kills, maybe some consolation frags there, but even going for it, they took so long to get on that horse and try and get into the A bomb site. They couldn't even make it happen if they had found the kills.
I mean, consolation, they need resolution right now, Vu. This is a 7-2 T-side already for Swole Patrol on a fresh roster that I think, if I had to guess, at most has 1 or 2 days of practice together. Maybe a
Sometimes
week.
you're just able to land the shots, you know? Sometimes you just land the shots and LiViD. Really, I think that that pistol round they lost, or the anti-eco rather, anti-force buy, I suppose. I think that's the backbreaker there. I think they win that one, and they are in a good position to close this one down. But that round there, they had the wrong read, they had the wrong timing, and that one puts them on the pistols now. And Swole Patrol, they are looking to run away with this one and live it into this one. Only some upgraded pistols. I mean, if they could do some economic damage, Swole Patrol, they don't have a lot of money to work with. Could keep the economy low.
Now, this is a double fake, Fu. They've thrown the first out of utility, made no noise. Now the player... That's not it, Neptune. That's a missed smoke right there. But they're going to throw their utility, try to bait the rotations in towards the A site. But now the 3 players for Swole Patrol, it's their time to spring.
Yeah, and up on the bomb site. If Incred could go big here, he could create so much room for Hwin. This is on to Incred. He's able to spot out Caboose, not able to land the shot. Now they should clear out Hwin's angle. However, if they don't, he's got every chance to find something. There's the first head, taken down. Nearly able to find the second. Caboose down to 10 HP, but he does secure the frag. 1v3 for Effies, but the angle he's able to get himself into. There's 20 seconds. If he was to take down Caboose and the bomb planter, this would be the round. Odorous is nowhere near.
Does he pull? Does he have any trigger discipline here? Does he pull?
Oh, this is insane. Takes him down, but not Swag. Swag.
Nice attempt.
So aware. You know, some players, they might be sitting there. Where did he die from? He was staring at Palace milliseconds after his teammate went down. Gotta respect that.
Yeah, you love to see that. 8-2 though. Swole Patrol, they're having a phenomenal T-half, and there's more room for more rounds. Vu. This is, I have to say, I'm a little intimidated here for LiViD. And this is the CT side, so I imagine LiViD is pretty well versed on the T side, so they're not too afraid just yet. Now Incred's open up the round up close and personal with the AWP. Caboose has been eliminated. Now they have to deal with the mid control.
And when you fight against a team that has, you know, gun power as strong as Swole Patrol have, no advantage is enough. They can just take you apart, find openings into the round, but maybe Effies, maybe that is enough as he finds the second entry, and now Swole Patrol kind of pigeonholed here. They've got 3 players alive, all 3 in middle. Hwin is pushing through A on the flank. He's going to know that A is empty, and there would need to be some absolute heroics from Swole Patrol to close this one out and make this round happen, but still, even with a round loss here, this half has been very kind to them so far. And they're going for the reboost. Attempt number 1 didn't work out. Let's try attempt number 2. Put Wrath in a window. And GMD is here to contest, and he's going to be able to land it as well. So LiViD finally winning the gunfights, and that's how they're able to win a round. Positionally, they're in the right spots. They just have been taken down by superior aim by Swole Patrol, I think.
Neptune decapitating. Effies, though, eliminate Odors. That's also the bomb now controlled. This has gotten much more difficult for Neptune. Not only has he gathered the bomb, but he's in the triangle of doom from all directions. But he's eliminated 1 point. Now it's only a sandwich.
All he needs is kills here, though. They're up 8-2. He's got some money to work with, and unfortunately not able to find any more kills. But look at GMD. I mean, he'll be able to be dropped the gun, but he only had 39 there. If a couple extra guns had been taken down, if he had found those frags, LiViD would have been on a very uncomfortable buy into this one, and Swole Patrol may have been able to collapse down on them with this 5 MAC-10 B rush. They're not going for the set smoke play that most teams go for, but they will be going onto the B rush. This has worked out for them in the past, but Mikhail is here with support. Nade in hand, Molly down, needs to draw some space as Effie's is here to support as well, but he's not able to land the shot. Mikhail collapsed upon, trying to hide in the smoke as he goes down, and this is another round for Swole Patrol that they had no business winning, and now they're in the driver's seat.
We've got some free weapon upgrades as well, and Cred looking to clear out Neptune. Flashbang allows Neptune to get off safely. That's really good patience there from Neptune. Otherwise, he might have lost his life. The smoke on Cat and the control towards site. I think this one is a save. And yeah, they're going to fall back for it. And this is Swole Patrol with highway robbery view. 9-3 now. We're starting to tread in dangerous territory here, though.
I respect the control from LiViD to actually not even go for that retake. Again, you know, they are fighting against MAC-10s. They know they have the weaponry advantage. They know that this is such an important round for LiViD to be able to pick up, because this is the second time now LiViD have been on the brink of destroying Swole Patrol's economy, and they've lost that round. And certainly the frustration can, you know, seep in, and you go for that retake. Instead, they save, they hold on to that, and they're able to get a reasonable buy into this round. Utility may not be perfect on all 5 members, but it's actually just about perfect. So LiViD able to run it back. They're going to have another chance. They just need to capitalize on this opportunity. They've got a chance. They failed it before. This time, they need to come up big.
Red looking for what he can, and it's going to be the shoulder of Neptune through the wall, unfortunately, so it'll only bring him down to 17 HP. Effie's is there with the HE. That might finish him off, but it's just a little bit off. Credit able to find one, and a second as well with Swag trying to trade. 5 versus 3. No response back from Swole Patrol yet, but they still own mid control, and that smoke on A ramp is going to fade soon.
Incredible. Sorry, I had to say it. I had to say it. into the 3v5. Lurking out A ramp, Caboose was trying to make the play that Swole Patrol has made so many times this half. That lurk out, that's exactly what Mythic was doing in our last game as well. You lurk a single player out, catch the CT side off guard, and you force a gun duel. And Odorous forcing another gun duel, but LiViD, not to be trifled with, are able to win at least some of them. And Wrath, last man standing. LiViD, it seems like they even have the advantage when the guns are out now, but they just can't take down those force buys from Swole Patrol. This game would be taking on an entirely different look. In fact, LiViD would likely be on 5 or 6 rounds at least if they had been able to close out the 2 half-buy rounds from Swole Patrol. And, I mean, into this one, maybe they should learn how to clean the rounds out. This is the second time now they've been in a 5v1, and they've lost at least a couple players. And Wrath, he could actually find an entry into the B bomb site. If Mikhail was to go down, this would be a bomb plant.
Yeah, but the timing is perfect for GMT.
Yeah, GMD finds it, and LiViD will find their fourth. But that did get a little bit hectic there at the end. That one certainly could have gone the way of Wrath, or at least he would have been able to find a bomb plant.
Right, yeah, I mean, there's definitely some hope there for sure. There's a glimpse for Wrath to take that round away. But yeah, you're absolutely right on the anti-ecos, though. I mean, those 2 rounds that they've been denied, this, I would say even more than 6 rounds. I'd say this would be an 8-7, maybe 9-6, even in favor of LiViD. But
you might be right.
Mistakes happen, and this is still recoverable, but this needs to be a 9-6 or 10-5 at most here for Swole Patrol.
They need to clean this one up. This is
the 9-6.
Yeah, they need this one. This is the anti-eco that would break their confidence, I think, if they lose this one. As Swole Patrol on such a light buy as they make their way into the B site. Incred is able to open things up, but they're trapped down at the back pillar. Caboose does find the one. Wrath out. Such a tough spot, and Mikhail is able to capitalize this time, finds the double, and finally LiViD are able to open up and close down the round they should. They pick up their 5th, and 9-6 would be a great half. What do you think of this map in terms of scoreline? What do you think a solid scoreline is on Mirage nowadays?
I honestly don't feel like it leans in any direction anymore. Like, some teams are really good on T side, some teams are really good on defense. But I typically see 9-6s and 8-7s, really. I don't see much else besides that. Like, maybe 10-5s if someone's having an outstanding half, but you really don't see much more than that these days.
Yeah, I think I'd give it a slight lean to the T T side, and into this round, a slight lean as well. Swag and Wrath able to find the openings, and the A bomb site is completely free and clear for the taking. GMD, the only one to contest from jungle, nearly able to find a shot for himself. The rotates will come through, but unfortunately for LiViD, Swole Patrol, they're going to be making their way to double digits here in all likelihood.
See if GMD has something up his sleeve here. Have to be a big magic trick though, that's for sure.
The first contact he's going to make is against Odorous. So that's 100. I was going to say, if he had taken him down, Caboose and I believe that was Swag were both very low. Just one bullet. Certainly could have worked, but he had to find that opening, and Odorous going to prevent that one from happening. So LiViD head into the T side with a bit of pressure to win this pistol round here. Of course, they can always come back off the loss, but I think they're not in a very comfortable spot if they lose it.
Yeah, let's see what they're up to here on the T side. Double set of smokes. Win with a P250 for that long range engagements. Seems like A's choice. It's going to be double smokes on the right side. One for stairs, one for jungle. The typical right side smokes. So flashbangs to give them some space. Kabusto lurking in firebox. This is getting scary, but the trigger discipline does not pay off this time around. A 2-man advantage and bomb site completely open.
Not the only one to contest with anything, and all he sees is that they've made their way into CT, and he's going to see blood now as GMD with the double. And it was impressive, but that is the closeout. LiViD with 5 players remaining to pick that round up, and that's the pistol they needed, get themselves into this one. But again, they've been losing the anti-force buys, and a force buy is going to come out here, and it will be a strong one, especially on T-side Mirage. If you give any openings for those pistols to find work, they will absolutely destroy you.
Fast play for LiViD. Neptune pops open the vent. I'm surprised Wynn's still not looking for it, but now he's managed to, but still loses his life. Neptune, only a Mac 10 recovered. That was a little awkward, like a first date with me.
I think that would be a lot awkward. You're understating how awkward that would be.
All right.
Swag a little bit awkward into Palace too as he goes down, but this whole Caboose up there on balcony, he's going to be able to find the entry. He's going to be able to get away as well. This is absolutely huge. Caboose, he's going to be able to make it happen. Effie's fully blinded up. Caboose nearly takes him down, but he's got support.
No way.
Wrath and Neptune combine, and again, LiViD, unacceptable. They lose another one.
At this point, your spirits are at least fractured, right? Like, your energy has to be in the dumps here.
I feel like that one's the backbreaker.
Yeah, was that it? Was that it? It snapped?
I think that's it, because that's their path. You find that pistol round, you're thinking that's their path back into the game, especially Swole Patrol. They go for the force. That well could have been 10-8. Instead, 11-6. Force buy from LiViD. They lose this one. They're looking at 13-6 instead of 10-8. That is depressing to think about.
Jeez. That is depressing to think about. Swag has the one way above the smoke.
Games can swing.
For sure. Some rounds are worth more than others, and this one is going to come at a great cost, I think. Swag, he does have the one way above the smoke. If he continues lingering around for... no, he just got a resmoke, actually. Oh, and the smoke is now even more awkward for everyone.
Double smoke comes out, and nothing really comes from it. It's actually Odorous and Vito that finds something, and his aim is on point if I've ever seen it right now with the Krieg, and that's when things get real scary. You get the Krieg into the wrong player's hands, or depending if you're supporting Swole Patrol, it's the right player's hands, and you just get absolutely picked apart, and every bullet's going to hit exactly where they're aiming, right in your head.
Yeah, and you can tell the call was made that he's lit too, because everyone's just on full W, like no walking, no sneak play, just full sprint for that kill, and it just Swole Patrol now with a 12-6.
Yeah, now LiViD, look at the money. I mean, they've got 2K on every player. This isn't even going to be a force buy, or not even going to be anything to think about. I mean, this is just about trivial for Swole Patrol to pick up. Now, if this was Swole Patrol with a couple P250s and some Glocks, I wouldn't say trivial quite yet, but LiViD, have not been able to find any real success with these pistols the same way Swole Patrol has. And Caboose here to shut it down, doing it again. Absolutely beautiful with the MAC-10 in hand. This is what LiViD wishes they could do. And Caboose, oh, he's nearly able to find a fourth, but Incred is able to answer back with the Glock frag.
You just lost your entire team through smokes, Fu. And not only that, but you lost 3 ecos. If I had to say on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being in a coffin and the other 10 being the energy of the sun, I think LiViD's energy is about a 2.
You're really giving them a 2. I feel like it might be a 1 at this point.
Okay, that's a little gray.
13-6 down. They can't be happy right now. They're probably going through the motions, but if they go through the motions quickly here, Swag is all alone on the A bomb site. The pressure in middle, they should be able to hear it. Swag, only a UMP to hold on. He's got position. He's got a shot off onto GMD. That's going to be a kill with the nade as well. However, taken down in return, and Neptune through the smoke, able to go down as well. This is a great take from LiViD, but the trades come back and all go the way of Swole Patrol. They had the 3v2 up there, but Wrath was able to find the double spray down. Thought LiViD was making their way into the bomb site. Instead, they made their way into an early grave.
Jesus. 14-6. It seems like LiViD can't get anything going right now, and Swole can't do no wrong. Everything they're doing just seems to be working out. Odor's now making the cat jump. He's looking for that first kill, and he finds it onto Effie's. Now Swag tries to find some more, but he actually gets eliminated in the process. GMD eliminates Caboose, so hold on. Maybe there is hope here.
There is some hope, but Wrath. Is Wrath maybe swift, as he's already taken down a couple, and LiViD, they had the man advantage, but as we saw once before, all lit. And when you're all lit, it's just a couple of bullets to take you down, and that's exactly what Swole Patrol does. Match point here, 15-6 up, and it's depressing me to think about what this scoreline could be right now. We could be somewhere around 10-10.
100%.
I mean, 21 rounds in, we could be 10-10 instead of my math, failing me a little bit. But
I honestly still think this would have been like an 11-9 for LiViD right now.
Yeah, you can never understate how important confidence is, and when you lose anti-egos like that, your confidence goes down the tube. And Neptune, you can see the confidence he's playing with. Up in the smoke here, looking to get something happen. There's the flash, there's the swing, nearly catches Effie's. But LiViD will retain 5 players for the time being.
Wrath looking to get cheeky in halls. He might spot Effie's here. I think soon he's going to realize that B is clear. And as soon as they get that information, that the reinforcements towards the A side are going to happen almost immediately.
Yeah, the play is going to have to come through with some really nice shots here from LiViD, as no A ramp control means Caboose is going to be able to do anything he wants to control. He's got support from CT, and the play will come through, but they need to land the shots, and already Swole Patrol has landed one. Down goes Win. Caboose on A ramp. Unable to take down. There you go. Takes down Mikhail, and that should be just about it. LiViD, they've got every angle to clear right now. Every single angle.
Yeah, that's one of the only problems of having all players come up through connector. And credit with the trade, but it's come at a great cost. It's a 1 versus 3. He has a player in all directions, and it is Odors to close off the game. Swole Patrol with a dominant display. That was a fast match. 16-6. And it seemed like the rounds were just zooming by.
Yeah, they were pretty quick. I don't know, calling it a dominant display. I mean, scoreboard-wise, it was dominant, but I mean, in-game-wise, like we were saying,
Right.
LiViD, they had every opportunity. It was in their hands to make that one a close contest, and they let it slip right through the cracks. They had it, lost it, and down went LiViD. 16-6. That's one of those games that was a lot closer than the scoreboard is going to tell you.
For sure.
You just look at that one, you think it was one-sided. But LiViD, they broke themselves. They really just broke themselves there.
Absolutely. And I think if they go through this VOD or if they review this demo, they'll realize that this match really wasn't a 16-6 at all. I mean, again, a couple conversions, we're in a whole different narrative. We're in a whole different game. And it could have went either way. But this is not the end all be all. It's, you know, it happens to the best of teams. It is a couple errors they can learn from. Hopefully they'll bring that into their next set of matches. But for now, that concludes for us the second match of the evening, and we will be moving on to the third match coming up in about 15 minutes or so. And that is, let me just double check, Dignitas Female versus Triumph. That will be coming up in about 10 to 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Take a quick break, hydrate yourselves, and we'll be back soon for some more hot action.